Power is a word that has been misunderstood for centuries. Power is not the existence of a post, chair, or throne. Power has a very simple definition. Power means the weapon with which you can get your work done by someone. Whether you get your work done by influencing someone or by intimidating someone, you have used your power in both cases. From leading a country to leading a home, power is used in every human interaction. If you want a complete win-win situation everywhere, then it is very important for you to have a complete understanding of power. So, in today's video, we will discuss the 8 psychological laws of power. And for this, we'll take help from the best-selling book by Robert Greene, The 48 Laws of Power. So let's get started. Number 1, let your absence be felt. Make people feel your absence. Suresh used to work diligently in the factory because his mentor said that hard work pays off. But he did not get a promotion even then, nor did he get any special hikes. Whereas the whole troubleshooting of factory work was being done by him alone. That is, if he was not there, there could be a lot of trouble. He finally went to his mentor, and the mentor told him that you know that hard work definitely pays off. But you do not understand that you get that pay only when your hard work is visible to someone. Go, take a few days leave and see. He did the same. In his absence, everyone realized how much Suresh worked. He got both a promotion and a hike from the company's side. Number 2, stand out in the crowd. If you also work late nights and fulfill the targets, then what is the reason your colleague got a promotion and you did not? Because his work was shown to the boss, and not yours. To achieve the power of success, as much as it is necessary to do good work, it is equally important to get your work acknowledged. In such a situation, it is very important that you stand out from the crowd. I give you 2 tips to get your work acknowledged. First, make changes in your gestures, way of working, and in your style of talking that people notice you. And second, whatever work you have done, whenever you get a chance, discuss it. Number 3, conceal your intentions. Do not reveal your intentions to anyone. Unless someone knows your intentions, the dealing power is in your hands. Many times in our daily life, we do not realize this thing, and we end up in loss. Like when you went to buy a car, and you liked the car very much, and made up your mind to buy it. Now, there can be 2 situations. First, in excitement, you have shown this to the salesman. That how desperate you are to buy it, how much you have liked that car. In such a situation, the salesman can take advantage of it and may increase the price. Or he may not give you a good discount. The second situation is that you have maintained the suspense. You have not revealed to him how much you have liked the car. This time, the dealing power will be in your hands, and he will give you the maximum possible discount to crack the deal. If you want to keep the dealing power in your hands, then tell people about your plan only as much as their interest remains. Number 4, mind your words, always say less than necessary. In the year 1825, Tsar Nicholas I became the new ruler of Russia. Rebellion broke out in the country as soon as he ascended the throne. And people turned against the policies of the government. A prominent leader of that time, Kondratij Ryleev, was captured by the soldiers. And he was sentenced to death. And as soon as they were hanged, the rope broke, and Kondratij Ryleev fell onto the ground. In those days, such incidents were understood as God's will, and criminals were forgiven. As soon as the rope broke, Ryleev ran towards the crowd and said, "See how backward our country is. Russians cannot even make a single, good quality rope." When Tsar Nicholas came to know about this, he tore his pardon order. And the next day he was hanged again at the exact same time, and this time the rope did not break. So you saw how arrogance can even take someone's life. If Ryleev had remained silent at that time, he would have been forgiven. And he could have gone out again and carried forward his movement. Usually, this happens with all of us. Flowing in emotions, sometimes in happiness and sometimes in sorrow, we say many such things, due to which we have to face problems going forward. Apart from this, the less you speak, the more the value of your words will increase. Many people reveal many secrets in conversations or make such commitments, which they cannot fulfill and later regret. Therefore, speak only when needed and speak thoughtfully. so that you have weightage in every single word. Only then will people take you seriously. Number 5, win with your actions, not with arguments. Julius Caesar 14 called his engineer and said that he wants to get a new ship introduced in his navy. Along with this, he also told him the expectations related to this ship. The engineer found his expectations unrealistic, and he started making arguments with them. After hours of argument, the king became so angry that the engineer was sentenced to 1 year's imprisonment. How good it would have been if he directly engaged in work and presented his point through his actions. If you want, you can argue for hours on anything. Or you can prove your point directly from your actions. May your heart get solace by winning the argument. But in reality, no one gets anything by winning the argument. On the contrary, it spoils your relationships and reputation. So the decision is yours. Whether you want to lose everything by indulging in the argument, or want to avoid it and prove your point with your actions. Number 6, trust your enemies more than your friends. History is witness that every time their own people have stabbed them in the back. The person whom we trust blindly, one day he becomes the reason for our downfall. That's why Robert Greene says that when it comes to some responsibility, it is wiser to give it to people who are unknown or your old enemies. Why so? Because as soon as you trust someone, you tell him your secrets, and he gets to know your weakness. So it is clear that the competition, greed, and jealousy are highest between friends and relatives. Therefore, when dealing with friends, your chances of getting cheated increase. Whereas when we give work to an unknown or old enemy, then our eyes remain on his every step. And he also knows this very well, that they will have to work very hard to gain our trust. That's why they do a very good job. Many people may not agree with this and say, should a person not trust anyone? But what is true. Human psychology is like that. There is a saying that I have been robbed by our loved ones, was there no power in the others? Number 7, never outshine your master. What do you think if, in the middle of the meeting, by showing a genuine doubt on your boss's blueprint, if you prove your worth, will your boss recommend you for the next promotion? No. He will find your fault and find an opportunity to replace you. Because you have made him realize that maybe you are more capable than him. And you can be a threat to him. Or you can insult him. So never try to supersede your master. If you want to reach the top of the organizational ladder, then you have to respect that ladder. If someone is superior to you, then let them enjoy their superiority. Then only you will be in profit. This is not a matter of today, but it has been happening for centuries. If you want to surpass the people who are in power, let them be your master. So that they keep feeling that they are better than you. Two swords cannot live in one sheath. So let your master be the sword, and you go on getting your work done like a sweet knife. Number 8, if you want help, talk about mutual interest, not emotions. Believe it or not, the world is very selfish. No matter how much you have helped someone. But then when you need help, people refuse. So whenever you need someone's help, don't think that you have done so many favors for him. Or he is our well-wisher, he will not refuse. Rather, put such a point in front of him, in which both him and you benefit. Only then you can be 100% sure that your work will be completed and will be correct. If you ask your IT friend for help with your website, he will help only when he is free. But if you pay someone to get the same work done, then your work will be his priority. That is, simply, if you are serious about your work, take the help of mutual interest to get it done. Don't rely on emotions, kindness, or gratitude. So, friends, these were 8 such laws to gain psychological power, by which you will win in every situation. Many of these might sound weird and cruel to you, but it is the truth. Whether you want to make a good change or a bad change, it is important that the power is in your hands. You can help the world only if you can help yourself. So first take the power in your hand, then think of doing good to others. If you want the second part of this video, then let me know in the comments. We have worked very hard to make this video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. If the bell icon has not been pressed, then press it. Thanks for watching.